Good morning, all of you. I am Mariselvan R, Assistant Professor from EC Department, JP College of Engineering. Okay, and our subject name is EC 8395 Communication Engineering. Okay, now we are going to see about Unit 1. Okay, and then Session 7, Generation of FM Waves. So in this full session, we are deals with generation of FM waves. Okay, so let enter in our class. Okay, so in our generation of FM waves, we are having two methods. That means FM modulator, that is the generation of FM wave. So we are having two methods. Okay, one is direct method and another one is indirect method. Okay, in our direct FM modulator means in these types of frequency of the carrier is varied directly by the modulating signal. Okay, so that is called as direct FM modulator. In our indirect FM modulator, the FM is obtained by phase modulation of the carrier. So that means by using the phase modulation, we are doing the FM modulated signal. That means we are getting the FM modulated signal. So that is called as indirect FM modulator. Okay, and the methods of FM generation is shown in this flow chart. That is, we are having two types. One is direct FM and another one is indirect FM. And direct FM further classified into two types. So that is reactance modulator and then varactor diode modulator, and then indirect FM will be classified into Armstrong method. That means by using the Armstrong method, we are getting the FM waveform using the indirect FM method. Okay, and here we are having two relationship between FM and PM. That is the generation of FM by using the PM, and the second figure be known as the generation of PM by using the FM. Okay, in our first figure, here the integrator is used. So we are using the modulating signal. Okay, and we are using the integrator. So integrator is the device which is used for integrating the signal. Okay, and then the signal will be entered into phase modulator. Okay, here the carrier signal also ordered, then it provide the FM wave. Okay, as the same, the second relationship, that is the PM, that means phase modulated wave from the FM modulated wave. So here the FM is the input, and PM is the output. In our first slide, the PM is the input and FM is the output. Okay, here the differentiator will be used. So this differentiator is the device which is used for differentiate the signal. Okay, and then which is enter into frequency modulator. Here also the carrier signal also added. Okay, then the PM, that means phase modulated wave, will be appear. Okay, and so next we are entering our generation of FM signal. So that is, first one is the generation of narrowband FM. So here what are the things are present means the integrator, and then product modulator, and then minus 90-degree phase shifter. So and also the summer is there. So these four components act to generate the narrowband FM. Okay, so already we know the modulated wave will be enter in our integrator. Okay, then which will be enter in our product modulator. Here the carrier signal will be generated by minus 90-degree phase shifter. On that 90-degree phase shifter, we are giving the carrier wave. So in our integrator, we are giving the modulating wave. In our phase shifter, we are giving the carrier signal. So those two signals are multiplied or product by the product modulator. Okay, and then the overall signal will be enter in our summer. That means the summation symbol is there, so that is called as summer. Here the two signal will be added. Those two signals are from the product modulator, one signal will be generated, so that signal. Okay, and another signal is carrier wave. So those two signal will be added, then the overall from the output of the summer, so that is called as narrowband FM wave. Okay, so these block diagram will be shown in this figure, and then direct FM by using the reactance modulator. Okay, here the diagram is there. So here we are using the FET reactance. That means FET will be generated the overall output. And here also using the capacitance and resistance. Okay, so this is the FET reactance modulator, and it behaves as the reactance across the terminal A and B. So here two terminals is there, so that is A and B. Okay, from the two terminal, those two terminal will be act as the reactance. Okay, and then the terminal A and B of the circuit may be connected across the tuned circuit of the oscillator to get the FM output. So these two terminals are connected across the tuned circuit. Tuned circuit in the sense which provide the output. That is, we are giving some input, on that particular frequency it provides some output. Okay, so that is called as tuned circuit. Next, the varying voltage or modulating voltage across the terminals A and B changes the reactance of it. That means the changes of varying voltage will be change the reactance of the FET. Okay, this charge in the reactance can be inductive or capacitive. That means, so it may be inductive or capacitive, the output of the FET is. Okay, and neglecting the gate current, let the current through capacitance and resistance. That means here the capacitance and resistance is there, so the current will be negligible. So no need to consider the current through C and R. Okay, and at the carrier frequency the reactance of C is much larger than the capacitance value. Okay, and then a small the derivation is there, that is the current I1. So that is V equal to R plus 1 divided by J omega C. Here why we are using this method, that means these kinds of derivation means here we are using the transfer function. So sorry, from the transfer function we are getting these two terms, that is why we are using this derivation. Okay, and here J omega C is greater than R, so the I1 value will be J omega C P. Okay, from the circuit VG, that means gate voltage is equal to I1R, so that will be represented by J omega C R and V, and then drain current ID equal to GM VGS. Okay, and then ID equal to J omega C R GM multiplied with V, and then the circuit impedance of the FET is Z equal to V divided by ID. So already we know ID value, so that ID value will be substituted here. So the overall answer is 1 divided by J omega C equivalent. Here C equivalent is GMCR. Okay, the impedance of FET is capacitive. By carrying the modulated voltage across the FET, the operating point GM can be varied, and hence C equivalent will be equivalent will be appear. This change in the capacitance will change the frequency. So that means if the capacitance value will be changed, means the frequency also change. So automatically it is act as the oscillator. Okay, and then frequency modulation using varactor diode. So in our previous method we are using the FET, that will be act as the reactance. Okay, here the free FM wave will be generated by varactor diode. Here the diagram is shown in the figure. Okay, here also we are having radio frequency choke and resistance R1 and R2, and then capacitance C. Okay, and then audio frequency input. Okay, and then inductance L1 and capacitance C1. Okay, and also we are having the varactor diode, that is D. Okay, we know that the junction capacitance of the varactor diode changes as the reverse bias across it is varied. That means when the reverse bias will be appeared, on the time the varactor diode capacitance will be changed. Okay, and also L1 and C1 act as the tank circuit which provide some output. That means it behaves like the carrier oscillator. Okay, that means it provides the carrier signal, and then the capacitance of the varactor diode depends on the fixed bias set by R1, R2 and AF modulated signal. So the capacitance of the varactor diode will be depend upon the resistance R1 and R2 and then the AF modulated signal. Okay, and then R1, R2 is made variable. It may be if R1 will be variable or R2 will be variable. Okay, so the radio frequency choke has high reactance at the carrier frequency to prevent the carrier signal from getting into the modulating signal. Okay, so here the positive voltage going the modulating signal So it adds to the reverse bias applied to the varactor diode, and it decreases the capacitance and it increases the carrier frequency. Okay, and if the negative voltage going to the modulated signal, which is subtract. So positive voltage means add and negative voltage means subtract from the bias. So it increasing the capacitance and decrease the carrier frequency. Okay, so these are the things are present in our varactor diode method. Okay, by using the varactor diode method, we are getting the frequency modulated wave. Next, indirect method. In our indirect method, we are having the FM transmitter. Okay, here we are using the crystal oscillator, buffer, and a combining network, and then audio amplifier, and then balanced modulator, and then 90-degree phase shifter. So these are the elements are present in our indirect FM generator. So crystal oscillator, why we are using the crystal oscillator means that crystal oscillator which provide the carrier signal. Okay, and then the audio frequency input is there, so that is the modulating signal. So that will be enter in our audio amplifier that provide the frequency modulated wave, then which will be enter in our balanced modulator. So balanced modulator will be directly connected with crystal oscillator. Why we are connecting the crystal oscillator into our balanced modulator means, so which will be add the modulating frequency as well as carrier frequency. Okay, and the next step, we are in our 90-degree phase shifter. Here the phase shift will be done. Okay, at last we are getting the AM, that means AM modulated signal at the frequency FC. Okay, in our upper part, the carrier signal will be the noise will be reduced by the buffer. By using the buffer, the noise will be reduced in our carrier signal. Okay, then that FC and also the FM, that FC and also the AM at FC will be combined together by using the combining network. At last it provide the FM output. Okay, and then here the phase shift will be shown in the figure. So the 90-degree phase shift and then theta value and then resultant vector. Okay, so what are the things I said in our last session? So though in our previous slide, that will be explained deeply in this slide. Okay, so here also the explanation will be there. Okay, so I just read out that slide. Here the modulating signal is directly deviates the pace of the carrier, which indirectly changes the frequency. Okay, so here the frequency deviation or frequency changes will be indirectly appear. Okay, and then the carrier source is the crystal oscillator, I already told, and it provides the stability by using the AFC, that means audio frequency choke. That means audio frequency choke will be provide the stability, and then the carrier is phase shifted to 90-degree, fed to the balance modulator, and then it fed to the balance modulator, and then at last the two signals are mixed. Okay, and output of the balance modulator is DSBSC, we already know. Okay, and the output of the balance modulator is combined with the original carrier by the combining network, and it provide the low index phase modulated waveform. Okay, and then the modulating signal and resultant vector are shown in the second diagram. So that second diagram shows that the phase representation. So here the side frequency components of the suppressed carrier wave, the suppressed carrier is out of phase with VC, and then the upper lower side bands combine to produce VM minus 90-degree phase shift with VC. Okay, the phase modulated signal is obtained by vector addition of carrier and modulating signal. The modulating signal vector adds to the carrier, that means OA representation, so that provide the 90-degree phase shift. The resultant phase modulated vector is OP with phase shift frequency. This works only if both have the same frequency. So those things are only acceptable when the both have the same frequency. That means the carrier and modulating signal should have the same frequency. So under this condition, the phase modulation produces the FM output. So in this full session, we are deals the FM generation. That means FM modulated signal generation. So this is the very important questions. So I think all of you I hope all of you understand this session. So thank you once again. I thank you all.